For our project, we wanted to see if the things people experience change their beliefs and if someone's religious beliefs or beliefs in general affect their openness to supernatural or paranormal experiences. So we asked some of our friends and family the following. What is your religious affiliation or belief system? Has it changed over time, and have you ever had a supernatural or paranormal experience?
My religious affiliation is Christianity. I'm Pentecostal, and it hasn't changed.
I go to church every Sunday, and my church is in Detroit. I drive to church every Sunday, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I feel like my relationship with God has gotten a lot stronger since I've been in college, because you're faced with a lot of decisions, and it's kind of tough getting through college without something extra. So that's how I like to look at it.
Mainly atheist, a little dash of agnosticism.
Sure.
It's possible to know.
I was raised a Christian. I was Pentecostal when I was a kid. Then I went off on my own and studied, Hinduism. Just different spiritual theology in general. So yeah, that's pretty much my background. I wouldn't consider myself a prisoner to any of the formal religions. I consider myself, I know it sounds cliche, but spiritual, But just meaning that I don't have a concrete belief system, or I don't have the inability to expand my beliefs.
I'm Roman Catholic. I don't believe I've had any supernatural experiences. I think that I think there's a connection that I personally have with spiritual beings and things like that, but I don't, supernatural experiences usually are in a negative way. I don't think I've had any of that. And since I've gotten to college, I would say I don't, attend religious services as often as I once did, but I'd say spiritually I'm about the same. So that's my story.
I'm a Roman Catholic, and since I've got to college, I'd say my faith hasn't been as strong as it was when I was in high school. I do not attend religious services as often as I once did. And for supernatural experiences, I don't believe I've had one. I could have, but for all I know, it could have been like a dream or something, so I don't really think I have one. I do believe that there are people who have had supernatural experiences, but I just haven't had the experience yet.
When my dad died, and I was working at Ford Motor Company, and a very sweet voice went into my ear and told me, your father's going to be the first to die. And it startled me. And the lady was working across me, she looked at me and she tried to probably figure out what was going on with me. And the next day my dad had passed away. No, I don't think it's hallucinations, and I don't think it's seizures.
I mean, I've never had any supernatural experiences, but when I get injured, and the injuries that would take people a little longer than it probably doesn't take me that long, I pray on my injuries, and I get my pastor too, and I usually don't stay injured that long.
The only experience I can think of is I read a book called Steppenwolf in 8th grade, and there's a part near the end where this guy stabs this girl like under the heart, and I thought this was a really cool scene, and I meditated on it that night. And the next morning I woke up and I had this little brown spot that was right where the dagger would have gone in. So I think I might have caused that.
We were sitting on the edge of the bed, sort of like this. We were just like this. I was here and my brother was here. So we're playing the video game. And as I'm playing the video game, I see this somebody staring at me. So when I look, and I saw like hair, like a lot of white hair, like whip around the corner. Well, I had already stopped playing the game. When I looked at my brother, he was already looking in the same direction. So I said, Jermaine, did you see? He said, a lady with white hair. And like as soon as he said that, like all the hair on my body stood up, because I haven't even told him what I thought I seen.
In conclusion, we found that in our small sample, it doesn't seem that people's beliefs influence their openness to supernatural or paranormal experiences.